It is moving day again. Not me, but these aquariums and all this stuff over here is about to get moved. This was always going to be temporary, only set up for a few weeks. The racking or the stands that I had talked about, we have those. Cory and I met and we decided on a theme. And then I also got this kind of industrial table workbench. This is a 4-foot long, 20-inch wide, adjustable height stand that holds like 2,000 pounds. That's where this tank is going to go. This is the 75-gallon Solocide tank. So this is getting moved, excuse me, over here. And so that's going to commence. But let's go upstairs and let me show you what just arrived. All right, we have the mobile workstation. These are Cobalt workbenches, and when you see the idea behind these, I think you're gonna love it. It also is something that's easily achievable by anybody that has the means in ordering this or getting something similar, and the storage is going to be phenomenal. So I'm gonna go ahead and start working on getting these downstairs by myself and unboxing and setting them up. But first I'm gonna work on breaking down that other tank and moving it.
Well, I didn't really get a chance to film the whole moving of the aquarium process, but here's how I drain water out of the aquarium using a DIY PVC siphon, and then just some submersible pumps and some hoses to water the plants and the grass outside. Yummy fish water.
All right, quick update. I got this tank moved. Don't recommend moving a tank like this with fish still in it, which is what I did. It was just that much more difficult. Ended up draining the water to right about there, and then just muscled this thing onto a rolling garbage can and rolled it over. Not fun. Anyway, that's gone. A little yoga from the dog. Now I'm going to clear this space out. Probably not all today, it's a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring the tool chest downstairs and probably over the weekend start lining them up here, getting all the stuff out of the way, and then all the stuff that's in the closet will start going in the drawers. This tank is here temporarily. More to come on that as we finish up this video. Well, now I have all of the toolboxes or tool chests or mobile workstations, whatever you want to call them, down here and basically set up. There's still a couple of things I need to do before we get aquariums and fill them with water. One of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to get some spacers and put them underneath each of these. I didn't want to do the casters that they came with. They're a little bit tall, and because we're going to be putting taller aquariums on here, I want to still be able to reach the bottom of the aquarium. So we're gonna end up finding or making some little spacers. I might have to go to like Tap Plastics or something to get some spacers so that each of these has, you know, maybe like a 1/2 inch to 1 inch gap underneath them. And that will allow for air to be able to go underneath in the event of water spilling. So even if it's a very small amount, let's say you spill, you know, 3 or 4 cups of water when you're doing a water change, I don't want that water to just kind of sit and seep under there and mess up the flooring. I want there to be a gap so that I could either like throw a towel under there with like a ruler or a stick, or just let the air dry out the water so that there's no water just kind of collecting. So that's something that's gonna happen. Everything on here is gonna get cleared away. So right now I've got this TV on there. This is temporary. That TV is broken. Brand new 75-inch TV is broken. So that's gonna go, and then a new TV will go in that area, and then that will just go somewhere else. And then this will all be cleared off, and I'll find homes for all these things. And then the plan, which I actually talked to a store this week, is to get 65-gallon aquariums lined up right here, and 5 of them will fit perfectly with plenty of space. And those are 36 inches wide 18 inches front to back and 24 inches tall. So think of a 40 breeder, but a 40 breeder is like 16 inches or so. These are just tall 40 breeders. So they'll look good. It'll be good for tall plants, more water volume, and then we'll drill those and plumb them for some type of auto water change. Now, what I really love about this, besides just the look and everything and how sturdy they are, is it's great for storage. So just being able to stick all my supplies away, extra parts and water test kits and all the things that we have, I'm able to just put everything away in here. So like as an example, this is my food drawer, and boom, all my Aquarium Co-op food, some other foods I use. So just really handy to have all this stuff just tucked away and hidden, especially for video, but also because I like things to be tidy. So yeah, this is really easily attainable. Obviously, when we get them installed, you'll see all that going on, but just wanted to show you what it looks like. Now, while I'm here, maybe we'll do a little mini tour of this room. So starting off my desk, I believe this will be the permanent home. The reason why is, one, I can stare directly at my Psilocybe tank, which is doing fantastic in that location, but also I have the sliding glass door, and normally if I'm not filming or on a video call, I have those blackout curtains opened and I can see out and see the ocean and everything. So that's something that I really enjoy. But anyway, this is my workstation office setup. And then as we know, we have all of these. So this is kind of has like office supplies and camera supplies and all that kind of stuff, GoPros and all that kind of thing. And then all of these drawers all have aquarium stuff in there. It's like towels and medications and stuff like that. There are more things in here, and I have plenty of space in some of these drawers still. So eventually all this is gonna go away. So I guess will be the next part of the tour. So this closet is actually like 10 feet. It's kind of hard to kind of tell scale sometimes on camera. But this closet the opening is 8 feet, and then there's another couple feet. So it's like a 10-foot closet. And the plan is I'm gonna put some racking right here. I'm not sure what kind, maybe some kind of gladiator racking, but I also saw a very similar option from DeWalt that might fit a little bit better into space. And the reason why I wanna do some racking is I've been kind of, I guess I got the bug of having some small tanks for breeding and trying some different things, quarantine tanks, etc. So there's gonna be a rack here, this will go away. And then I'll have a few 10-gallon tanks plus probably this little brackish tank on there so that I can have kind of a cool little breeding setup. And then additionally in here, let me pull the curtain back. We have, more storage, camera bags and everything. But this is my little photo booth setup. I don't have the lights on right now because I'm not obviously taking photos. But normally the camera would sit right there and I would have, a product in there to shoot. So as an example, these foam pads, these are our new optimizer pads. They're 2 inches thick, almost 12 inches wide, side by side, 12 inches by 12 inches. They're actually 11 3/4 by 11 3/4 by 2 inch. And this photo box that I use for things like smaller fish foods and everything, it's too small because this pad is bigger than the box. So this photo box is 2 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet. So it's a big 2-foot cube essentially, so I can shoot larger things and turn on all the lighting. There's lights on top and on the inside, and I got additional lighting on the outside. And then the camera will take photos of that. And then just behind there's more camera gear and lights and everything like that. So anyway, yeah, that's gonna be kind of a permanent setup. I might move the configuration around depending on how the rack fits and everything. I might need to push it back further in so I have plenty of space to get the camera angle and everything. But I do plan on always having a photo booth set up there for shooting products. And then again, this will be the aquarium rack. There's the puffer, thinking that it's feeding time, although just fed him like 5 minutes ago. As you can tell, little chubby dude cruising around. Do have a couple of empty aquariums up there, but yeah, so that's the closet. Over here, just a little display case. It's normally, cameras and lenses and some little things that mean something to me, and more camera gear. Just some art and stuff on the wall. This photo I like a lot. You guys know Jimmy. Jimmy used to work for us, but anyway, he shot that photo of a Neolaprologus. Is it a multifasciatus or similis? Not sure. Anyway, looks like a multi. So he shot that, and I just loved that photo. I had it over one of my multi-tanks a long time ago. We've got the Solosci tank with the stand. Fantastic. This stand is great. If I remember, I might put a link of it or just mention it in the comment or something like that. But I think I might have said it's a 2,000 pound weight rating. I might have been mistaken. It might be 1,500, but either way, it's plenty sturdy for a 4-foot aquarium. So this tank, it's a unique sized 75 because it is 24 inches tall and 48 inches wide. And I forgot the depth front to back, but it's a 75 gallon acrylic tank. But roughly, if you think about the tank and the substrate and the water, roughly about 750 pounds or so, right? If you think about, roughly 10 pounds per gallon, including the things I just mentioned, because water is roughly about 8 pounds per gallon, then we can figure this to be about 750 pounds or so. And even if I was wrong about the weight rating, which I can look up, and this is 1,500, that's still double what this thing can hold. And it's obviously static and not moving, so it's not like someone's standing on a table. Otherwise, yeah, this is the offish fish room. And eventually, again, there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 display tanks there, plus several breeding tanks here. Plus, we've got this guy over here. And then the plan is to eventually plummet with with my linear piston air pump, the kind we sell on the website. And that pump will then supply air to all of the aquariums. So each aquarium will probably have 2 air supplies. So basically 10 for there, plus another 2 for there. And then over here, depending on how many tanks, maybe another 6 to 10 more air lines. And then I might have to put that air pump outside or somewhere else. I do have the option of putting it on the deck on the other side of this wall so that I don't hear it. So that is something that I might end up doing just for sound, because we do a lot of filming in here. Otherwise, as far as sound is concerned, because this room is still kind of empty-ish, I still want to get some more floor treatments, probably put some kind of rug or something under my desk, maybe do some kind of sound panels. But we do have a rug here now. We do have a sofa that also pulls out as a bed. Oh, that was bugging me. So anyway, yep, we got the couch in here, and this will also be kind of the hangout spot. So this is quite large. I can fit 4 people on here, and this little thing pops out, and you can put your feet up, and then we'll be able to, watch a movie, but then also check out all the aquariums. Just kind of sit here and relax, which will be fun for when I have people over, like a group of friends that are in the fish club and stuff like that, just kind of talking about fish and things like that. It'll be fun just to kind of have a nice place to hang out and sit and chit chat and talk about fish. One more important thing is that Captain has a hangout place in the fish room or office. So his little bed is down there. He likes to sunbathe and keep me company while I'm working, which is always nice to have your little furry friend next to you. Another little bonus area that I didn't mention earlier is this area, which is a little alcove right across the hallway of the my office, fish room. And in here, I have a brine shrimp hatchery. So when I do have baby fish on those racks and I start breeding, I'll probably have the hatchery out here rather than on the breeding rack. I'm not sure. I kind of like the idea of having it over here. It's a little bit out of the way. I'll just put like either a light bulb or a little heater in there to keep the brine shrimp warm at the right temperature to hatch them. We do have, I just pulled these out, they're very cold. We do have our brine shrimp eggs now back in stock. I normally keep them right here in the freezer. I just pulled it out here for the little video. And then over here we have my 3D printing station. So as you know, Aquarium Co-op, we produce a lot of 3D printed items. That's done right in our warehouse in Lexington, Kentucky. And if we have something that I need for my fish room, or if I need to take a photo of it or something for a video or for the website, then I can just print it right here instead of having someone in the warehouse put it in a box and ship it to me and waste all those precious resources and time. I can just print it right here and I'll just have it ready within an hour or two. So anyway, that is the fish room office tour. Thank you for watching. Quick little update. I ended up going to Tap Plastics the other day, and in their scrap pile for like $10, you can get pieces of acrylic. So I ended up getting 2 sheets of acrylic that are like a couple feet wide, and I'm gonna cut them on my table saw to make little spacers. And then we'll have those acrylic spacers underneath so that we've got airflow and water can dry in the event of a little spillage. And yeah, that's about it. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.